You ever watch one of those romantic K-dramas and just think, yeah, right, that's way too perfect to ever happen in real life? Well, get ready to rethink that. We're about to dive into a true story that had fans saying that exact same thing.
See, that's a real comment from a real fan. And honestly, it just perfectly captures this whole fairy tale romance we're going to unfold. But this isn't fiction. This is the actual love story of a super popular YouTuber and a K-pop idol.
So first things first, let's meet the star of our story. Her name is Rachel Kwan. She's an influencer in Korea who has built this massive following pretty much by sharing her life. And yeah, her totally unbelievable love story.
So for more than 7 years now, Rachel's been vlogging her daily adventures, and she's gathered almost 2 million followers doing it. But for a lot of her fans, the real hook, it's her incredible love story. And to really get that, we need to go back, way back, before she was ever in the spotlight.
Before she was this famous influencer, Rachel was just a recent college grad back in Louisiana, kind of trying to figure out what to do next. She had no idea that one trip was about to completely change the entire course of her life.
So she had this fashion merchandising degree, but she found herself working retail and waiting tables back home. But see, a college trip to Korea had really stuck with her. So in 2014, feeling kind of stuck, she just took this huge leap of faith, found a job teaching English through a recruiter, and moved all the way to Seoul.
Okay, so a few months into her new life in Seoul, Rachel goes out with some friends for just a casual night. And she later said she wasn't looking for a relationship at all. But, it seems fate had some other plans.
So, picture this, a hip-hop club in the famous Gangnam district. It's supposed to be just a normal girls' night out, but then things start to get a little more cinematic.
All of a sudden, a dance battle kicks off between a group of local guys and some foreigners. And in this totally wild coincidence, the foreigners just happen to be from Rachel's own hometown in Louisiana. I mean, what are the odds?
But it wasn't the guys from her hometown who caught her eye. Nope. It was one particular guy from the group of really well-dressed locals over in the corner.
And there was just something about him. In his packed club, he's wearing a mask and a hat, which, adds this immediate layer of mystery. Like, why is he hiding his face? Whatever the reason, it definitely made him stand out. And then came the full-on K-drama moment. After showing off some seriously impressive moves, he walks right up to her. But he doesn't just say hello, he takes her hand and kisses it. Super chivalrous. Then he buys her a drink, and they end up just talking for the rest of the night. I mean, the perfect meet cute.
As soon as Rachel got home that night, he texted her to ask for a date. And from that point on, they were pretty much inseparable. But the big question was still hanging in the air. Who was this charming, mysterious dancer?
Well, the man behind the mask was none other than J-Heart, the leader of the K-pop group NSonic. The mysterious guy from the club was actually a well-known second-generation idol. And suddenly, the whole mask and hat thing make perfect sense.
Now, for anyone who might not know, NSonic was a K-pop boy group that was active from about 2011 to 2016. And J-Heart wasn't just some member, he was the leader of the group. So yeah, Rachel had just had this fairy tale encounter with a genuine K-pop star.
And that was pretty much it. From that one single chance encounter in a club, their connection was just immediate. It was powerful. They just knew.
So, how does a whirlwind romance like that actually turn into a lasting love story? Well, let's fast forward a bit and see how their connection just kept growing over the next decade. So, years later, on July 8th, 2021, which also happens to be Rachel's birthday, J-Heart proposed. But he didn't stop there. After proposing at home, he surprised her by telling her he had rented out an entire private beach, just for them, for the rest of the evening. And their wedding, as you could probably guess, was just as beautiful.
And if you thought that wasn't romantic enough, get this. J-Heart performed a song at their wedding that he wrote and dedicated entirely to Rachel. It was called, very simply, With Her.
Which brings us all the way to today. After everything, they've now been together for 12 years. What started with a dance battle in a club has blossomed into this deep, lasting partnership, and they've lived it all right in the public eye. Their story is just amazing proof that sometimes the most incredible things happen when you least expect them. It really makes you wonder if those perfect K-drama moments are just fiction after all. So what do you think? Can a real-life romance actually be even better than what we see on screen?